Welcome back to Network Africa. Thousands of South Africans from trade unions, opposition parties and civil society groups marched against corruption on Wednesday, calling on President Jacob Zuma to clean up government before local elections next year. Civil society groups organized protests in the capital Pretoria and in Cape Town, and more marches are even due next month. Meanwhile, opposition political parties latched on to the opportunity to mobilize crowds to criticize Zuma's African National Congress, which is the ANC. Well, the ANC released a statement that it said it would welcome the marches and hope the organizations involved will support its effort to subdue the scourge of corruption. Now, let's take you back to one of our stories examining Nigeria's foreign policy in the continent. And I am being joined in the studio via telephone. Professor Bola Akintoye joins me now. He is indeed joining us on Skype. Thank you so much for making out time to speak to us on the program.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Great. So, first thing, let me ask you. I played earlier on the speech by Sir Tafawa Balewa talking about we're not going to impose what we want or what we want to do on anybody. Is Nigeria's foreign policy foundation still intact as the founding fathers made it?
Yes. When I say to an extent, it is simply because what the founding fathers do want is to ensure that Nigeria is second to none in Africa. The founding fathers wanted their successors to provide leadership in Africa, leadership for Africa. Consequently, this is the ultimate objective, but the policy techniques, policy tactics have been in.
All right, Professor.
And in this case, I think to that extent, they've been intact.
All right, sir. Professor Akintoye, it's such an interesting conversation we're having. And but unfortunately, we have to stop it right here. I understand that the policy is intact, and of course, there's still room for improvement. Thank you so much, Professor Bola Akintoye. He's the Director General of the Nigerian Institute of International Affairs. We'll keep this conversation going even after the program. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, that is Network Africa at this time. Thank you so much for watching. Happy Independence to all Nigerians around the world. Please text us or tweet us pictures of how you are celebrating the day. I am Adeshewa Josh.